And welcome back, everyone. We are jumping straight into our third map. It is going to be Anubis, and looking forward to seeing how this one is going to end up. We are currently 1-1 in the series between Nine and Eyeballers, each team having won their own map pick. This is the decider, and with how chaotic things have been thus far, Freddy, I just don't know how to call it.
Yeah, especially considering that Eyeballers have not played this map in the last 6 months, I really have no idea what to expect. Nine have a stand-in and a coach, Eyeballers don't play this map. Let's see what happens. And it seems like it's going to be a fast A rush towards the site. Eyeballs have made their way in, but they have not cleared Narok. They've got player A main, a player in heaven, and while they do dispatch off the coach, K still stands tall with one, and Shine coming through. No way, they're whiffing on him. No one's hitting a bullet. Tamiko almost fumbles the bag for Nine, but luckily enough for them, they have the overarching manpower, and Eyeballs, even though they do get the bomb down, they do lose the round.
You know what? When it's me in the scenario of not being able to hit a shot, I want to cry. When I'm spectating my friend who's in the scenario of not hitting the shot, I'm just screaming, ah! And I think that was pretty much what was happening there. The two of them, neither able to actually connect on one another for way too freaking long. But eventually it will be Nine who are able to shut it down. And a fairly clean retake on A, which was pretty impressive in and of itself. Eyeballers did not do nearly well enough to clear the site and make sure that everything was free and clear. They do get the plant down, however, so bit of cash in the back pocket. That should at least maybe springboard them to a second. But Nine have a nice little force into this one. Obviously, after winning that round, they'd be crazy not to.
Not a great start of the round for Eyeballers, and K, well, he's really having a good game after Overpass. He went neg on Overpass, and I literally called him out saying he probably could be doing a little bit better, and well, he's already got 4 frags in this map, and obviously the last map was 120 ADR, but he's not really the hero of this round. It's actually Tamiko anchoring down that B bomb site, and now we've got our final 2 remaining players coming to trying to salvage what has been lost, and they don't clear Bosch, and he boshes them with 2. I've been waiting to use that for a while. I was like, I have to pull up the Bosch card somewhere.
The only Bosch I know is like a tool manufacturer.
What?
Yeah. I don't know, it must be German because it ends in an SCH. But they make like power tools. That's Bosch. Yeah.
I know there's like a finance company with something Bosch. Or like
That's definitely like very different.
Yeah. But either way, I don't know where that tangent was going.
Nowhere. It was going nowhere. Much like this round for Eyeballs.
Yeah. And just like how this game, I just have no idea where it's going on pretty much every single occasion. And like even in this round. What did Pep just get an opening frag on a player peeking connector? I think he just did. Deagle long range, has no armor, doesn't seem to be an issue. Bosch might potentially give him a second. Okay. Nine, they need to be keeping as many players alive. They've got the rifles, they've got the advantage. Just make this one as clean as possible. You've already lost 1. If I'm them, I'm honestly not looking to lose any more.
Yeah, I mean, 1 is already slightly egregious, but it is against Deagles, so
it's not.
we'll allow
I
that
wouldn't
one.
say it's like outrageous because it was a nice shot, but I do agree with that sentiment. And okay, he's gonna farm up some ecos. How does he get that kill on Pepsor and finally gets brought up to justice? Tamiko over on the middle of site cleans up for the rest. So they do lose 1 more, but they still keep 3 players alive, and they can still be happy about that, especially considering they kept a healthier number amount alive in round 2.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at how things started off on Vertigo, like, they were winning so many rounds, but they were always so close. 2 players left alive, 1 player left alive. And their economy was, like, a little bit of a slip and slide because of it. So for them to keep these rounds relatively healthy, definitely the ideal situation for them to be in. Now, the reinvest has left some of their players a little bit wanting, but they're still going to be kind of okay into a next round. Even if they lose this one, it won't be great by any measure. But if they can win this one, Eyeballers on a pretty decent loss streak. Eyeballers not looking to let that happen, though. The first kill, punishing the aggression. Navrod will be good for 1, holding it down the line, but it does trade out back and forth. 3 versus 3 here. Bomb has hightailed it away from the A site, not looking to get involved in that shenanigan whatsoever. And 9, again, we saw this on Overpass, so patient. Don't want to over-rotate unnecessarily. However, there is a bit of a lean over towards A for them. And with the timing here, Eyeballers could get themselves in towards this B site relatively safe and clean. But Util coming through here will give the information away. Minio will fall back, wait for reinforcements from his team, and that should be a free plant for Eyeballers, assuming they can make this cross.
I really want to have Heap drop a smoke on the left here, and he does. Okay, I feel like they wasted a Molotov doing that. Oh my god, there's a massive gap. The grenade doesn't help whatsoever as well, but they've taken so much time to get to this position. Now everyone is here. It's a 3 versus 3 as soon as the bomb goes down. The first fight comes between JW and Tomiko, and somehow he wins out on that. A quick trade, but Shine instantly takes his place over towards Palace, clears that area, and now Heap's playing around Pillar. This is a lovely post plant. I'm not sure if 9 are going to anticipate Shine in Palace, and Heap is just going to do his best to not die instantly. Shine, all the information. Yep, they're not looking for him. They're both in front of him. They're both none the wiser. A bait and switch. Bam Bosch has no idea what to do, and lovely round for Eyeballers after losing those first interactions and trades on the A-bomb site.
And that smoke from 9 does so much because it allows Heap to cross. He's stuck on an island behind that pillar. If he moves, he's gone. He's done for. But the smoke comes through, and it's to allow 9 the space they need to get in onto the site. But it kind of is a double-edged sword, allowing Heap to move out of the way and not be stuck behind pillar, and Shine with a great pincer there, like you said, completely unchecked. And it's a great cleanup there from Eyeballers to just hold on and bring themselves into, well, onto the scoreboard.
Yeah, a good early nade could have done damage, but it was a little bit too late, but it doesn't seem to matter too much. These 3 aggressors do get chopped down quite easily. They only lose 1 player in the process, and it just leaves Minio and Bam Bosch over on the A-bomb side looking to save. That was a full investment for 9, and you wouldn't have anticipated it after the first 10 seconds.
That was a good idea from 9. I don't know that I necessarily agree with having your rifle pushing through with that stack as well. Unfortunately, that gets taken off, so now it's down to just the 2 MP9s to try to make magic happen here. They're good for 1 at the very least. So a little bit of chip damage there into the economy, but not too much to write home about. They're so split from one another here. And Bambosh has to wait for Minio to get into position, because if Bambosh pushes this now, he's just entered it. Do they?
It should be a save. Like, I really hope they save this. Like, you've got nothing around, at least something. I guess Minio wanted to get the AK and upgrade. He actually throws a fake smoke, but I think the smoke was heard, like the pull of it.
Yeah.
And yeah, look, 9, they did buy in. They did force up and try and do something a little bit cheeky outside through B main. Plays like that and those early aggressions can work quite a lot, but it was a double nade early onto their position. They had complete awareness, Eyeballers, that like what was going on, and it gets countered really nicely overall by the Swedes.
Second round in the back pocket. 9's economy more or less destroyed. Tomiko could force into this a little bit if he wanted to, but would not recommend. Keep it low, keep it relatively cheap. Yeah, the scoreline will invariably even out, but that's not the end of the world. You've still got a lot of time to bring things back in your favor. For Eyeballers, on the other hand, they're going to be happy with this. A little bit closer than what we've seen on some of the other maps here. Looking to try and make a nice little gap for themselves and maybe run away with this first half. Oh, Heap, what a shot. And again, it's the aggressive pushes from 9 out of B that just constantly get punished. Sure, it's a pistol round. You're looking to see what you can get done, but you're giving away a 3-man advantage here. JW is getting so greedy for that kill. Finally, the HE will steal it away, but his position is no. 9 looking to gang up on him, but he's still good for 1 more. It's just a slaughter in mid. And Eyeballers will take that round, losing only 1.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's a pretty good start considering that, as I said, they hadn't played this map in 6 months. So, they've actually put themselves in a very good position very early on the T side. 3-3, here we enter the first gun round. JW, him getting 1 kill and dying probably favored him in the last, so he doesn't have to play with that Mac 10 as we enter round 7. What's interesting to note is that we don't have an AWP out just yet. I feel like that's been a pretty common theme of the game so far, to have AWPs out quite early on in the halves, but this time we don't have narrow wielding the AWP, and it's going to be 5 rifles as Eyeballers, they're taking a lot of map control towards cave and middle pretty early on.
So much util being shocked out. Yeah, Bambosh only good for 1. Pepsor with a nice trade. Minyo holding the line, however, realizes this one there. Pepsor escapes with just a sliver of HP. JW gets the kill onto Tamiko, so now numbers advantage in favor of Eyeballers, but HP is so dangerously low. Shine just runs out into the open, and Minyo will mow him down. That gives 9 a chance to stay in this beautiful flash, and Pepsor takes full advantage, followed up by HEAP. Now, K, there was such low HP, and somehow Eyeballers with some fantastic util just hold the line.
It was almost a great rotation from Narot. So, you know when Shine just ran out with the bomb? I think that was because whoever was in cave, I think it was Pepsor, heard the utility being pulled by Narot and come to his teammates like, look, there is one over in cubby, and there's one over, yeah, like in the cubby, so you can go in and focus that. Shine runs through, and then Minio is over in like that deeper angle, completely catches him off guard. But even then, it doesn't matter. JW gets a really big kill in middle to negate the entries, and basically funnels them either toward the rotations rather, and basically funnels them either towards Connector or Palace and CT. So overall, very well done from Eyeballers in a very scrappy round that I don't think should have gone in their favor. And then as we go into this anti-force buy, they're equally doing very well. HEAP just snipes down 2, and then like middle succeeds quite well. You've got Mini all by himself now, and this is great for the economy of Eyeballers, and also just the pure momentum after losing Pista round.
Eyeballers, ooh, alright. Nice little swing there from Minyo. He'll be able to upgrade up, grab the AK, and head on home. However, man, Eyeballers, this is a slight that they will not tolerate. And they want to try to shut him out if they can. Try to hunt him down and make sure that he can't keep that weapon. And this has been great from Eyeballers. And as much as Anubis has started to kind of even out a little bit in the last few months, there's definitely still a bit of a favor towards the T side here. So yeah, for Eyeballers to be taking full advantage of that, lovely. Get themselves into a very strong lead here. They do lose 1 player on the hunt, but that's okay. They take away the AK, and they're going to be happy with that one. As 9 are going to be able to buy in here again. But this is the first time out that we're actually seeing 9 taking, because it's the first time that they have not had a dominant first half. So to see them have to step back and rethink their strategy, Eyeballers have really put them in a tight spot.
Yeah, like both of the first 2 maps went to the distance after 9 had a 8-4 half. Yes, one of them, they still were able to maintain their lead, and they did win it out, but that was mostly because of K going, what, 32 it was to 12 or something ridiculous like that. He isn't as apparent on the server. He got his first 4 kills in the first 2 rounds, and has since maybe fizzled out a little bit. Eyeballers, like that first gun round wasn't clean though, that they won 2 rounds ago. It wasn't clean. That still gives me hope for 9 that they can just maybe patch up a few things. But regardless, the fact they're playing with a coach and academy player and doing this well, I am quite impressed. Like they are playing good Counter-Strike considering all of those things and those factors. But for Eyeballers right now, I like it. They're slowing it down, they're changing their directive, and they seem like they want to push very fast towards middle after this smoke fade, like JW's been doing, and he's been doing well by himself anyways.
I will say that if 9 are able to walk away with this despite the asterisks on this game, that would be pretty freaking phenomenal, especially because we laid down the stakes earlier. This is an important season for both of these 2 teams. Now we'll see if Eyeballers can make some magic happen here. Losing this would be devastating. Not just for their record, but also I think a little bit for their mental. As we slow things down, looking for another very strong mid push. They've loved this mid presence, and they've got so many good results off the back of it. There's a stacked B site, a stacked A site, and mid is honestly free and clear here. They can just take it, and then they can pivot wherever the hell they want to. They've got 2 players on the extremities. Whichever one gives them the all clear, they know they can rotate, and it'll be easy pickings.
Seems like they're going towards the A bomb site. They've got the space, now They need to make good use of it. 9 could have done really well at closing some space on the extremities down, but now they're going to have to hold onto this A bomb site. Narot's already been spotted, so is K. However, they've both held strong. The bomb's been dropped. They can't even relocate. Yes, Pepsaw and Heap have actually killed players coming away from that B bomb site, but they have to commit to A. And Narot is still alive somehow. The nade doesn't even kill him either. Pepsaw finally does do the damaging blow. Bomb doesn't get planted. Tomiko clutches up in the 1 versus 2. And 9, even though they had no rotators, the A bomb site holds down firm. And Tomiko, as the final member alive, salvages the round.
What a weird one from Eyeballers. They had all that space, so much to work with. I think that they pulled the trigger a little bit too fast. I spoke about the 2 extremity players and how they have so much information that they can garner if they're able to. And it feels like they hadn't done enough just yet before Eyeballers decided, cool, we're going to hit A. And sure, it was the least, you know, held down site of the 2. But it doesn't matter. Unfortunately, they just don't find the space that they want. 9 rotate in so well and completely shut them out. Now we head into the next round. The trades have come through. There's a stronger presence in towards mid. 9 are not going to allow Eyeballers that same freedom that they've had so many rounds in a row. And I like that Eyeballers have a slow play style, but eventually they're going to have to hit the accelerator and make a decision. Because for now, 9 have full control. Just about. They've now, you know, abandoned mid. They're feeling comfortable with that.
I was going to say, Sapek beat the smoke, so he got thrown in the... He's actually in a perfect position, but potentially oversteps a little bit. Will throw a smoke and a flash just to deter the A-bomb site players. And now Sapek has really put them in quite an uncomfortable position. He's deep in enemy lines. And in this 4 versus 4, he's going to be that difference maker. Eyeballers, however, they need to group up. They need to play as a 3 and then fight towards one of those sites. But with a wonderful kill from Peptor towards A, it could sell that Eyeballers are going towards that bomb site. However, 9, they're just actually standing strong, and 2 players in connector. Sam, if they win this, I don't know. Like, this should nowhere near be a winnable round, but as I'm saying that, Sapek gets caught off guard. There's no sort of, like, urgency to the rest of those players. I don't know why they're not contacting out the B-bomb site when Sapek is already on that site. And yeah, the round's over. Oh, you never know. Never mind, Sam. I jinxed it, I guess. What? But then 9 have all left the bomb site because Pepsaw's shown himself on the A-bomb site. If Minio dies here in connector, this could be round over for 9, but luckily he does tuck. However, that is not good enough. He gets hard-lived. 2 versus 2. Bam Bosch is on an island all by himself. He gets eliminated. Now Tomiko once again in the 1 versus 2. He succeeded in the last. He's making a lot of noise. He's not hiding his footsteps whatsoever, and that will be to his downfall. Shine eliminates him, and Eyeballers, well, they should have won the round, but not in that way.
Like, honestly, I'm not sure which team I'm feeling more embarrassed for.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
There were just so many questionable moments. 9 had mid control. They give it up. Sapek just waltzes through mid, gets into the back line. Eyeballers don't play off of that. They don't take the space. Sapek dies on an island without any of his teammates to back him up. Eyeballers start getting decimated from 9 as they start closing in, and then 9 just, like, fall apart. It was just such a weird round from start to finish, and here we go, yet another weird round as the B aggression, which has failed for them so many times before, comes through in this weird broken buy. They get 2 for themselves, 2-player advantage, forcing Eyeballers back. Minio is in their spawn, bro.
Sure.
Like, what is happening?
What is this game? Like, genuinely, what's happening? I couldn't even fathom or begin to tell you. Sapek's holding for him! What? What is this awareness? Holding? It's a 3 versus 3! There's no one on the B-bomb sites!
I'm so unhinged.
Polish CS in a nutshell.
Like, why is Sapek holding that? What spidey sense is tingling that makes him go, you know what, I'm gonna hold my spawn.
Sam, like, this is a legitimately winnable round. 9 have just thrown their last piece of utility. They know about the two B defenders. Yes, there is a fast rotation from Narod. Is he going to be needed? That's a really huge kill from Tomiko, and he's also just wasting so much time. Sapek's on a Glock. I don't know where that's happened. Okay, 9 win the round after going up like a 2-man advantage. Sure, we're going to the last round of the half, and I couldn't tell you anything that just happened that last round.
You know when we talk about how like teams, there are some teams that don't know how to like mid-round, they don't know how to stabilize in the mid-round. I feel like that's us right now.
We don't know how to stabilize in the mid-round.
Bro, I am so unhinged at this point. But we'll have a break shortly where we'll try and collect ourselves, as this is the closest half that we have had thus far, 6-5. Eyeball is in a little bit of trouble right now as JW doesn't even have a gun. He's got a deagle in hand. He's deleted off the face of the planet as Tomiko's AWP activates.
Is that the first AWP we've seen this whole game? I think that is. And well, in the meantime, we've got a double push into water. Shine actually anticipates that and gets the information of both of them while claiming the scalp of one. But Tomiko, this AWP, very dynamic, moving around the map, gets the first kill towards middle, second towards A, unfortunately has left mid open. Minio will come in to cover that, and he will be able to identify the player coming through with HEAP. However, it does not matter. We're in a 3 versus 3. Tomiko's now terrified of middle. HEAP's done amazing to get that one kill them back out, and the bomb with a minute on the clock left doesn't have to commit towards the A bomb site, but there goes the advantage, swinging in favor of the poles as K, who only has 5 HP, finds a very cheeky angle around the smoke, and this feels a bit troll, pushing with 5 HP, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Identifies where the bomb is, but at the cost of his life.
Alright, now we get to that stabilization position. Things have calmed down. Eyeballers trying to cut noise. They're going to pull back away from the A site. Now, they're in a really advantageous position here because the 2 players left alive for 9, Tomiko and Bambosh, are so split from each other. And Eyeballers can, like, hold hands. And they can buddy system their way in towards a site here. And that's exactly what they've done. Clearing out these angles. Bomb's going to get planted fairly easily. Oh my god, the Molotov! Fair enough. And that's brought it down to a 2v1. This is probably 9, evening things out at this half. HEAP gives them the 1v1. No ways. He wins that one, brings it down to just 1 player left alive. Tomiko, AWP in hand, not the best weapon for a retake, but he doesn't have a chance to swap it out. He's pushing out with the clock. 7-5 at the half. Give us a moment to stabilize, chat. We'll see you after the break.
After a half defined by clutches, a half with advantages being thrown out the window left, right, and centre, let's see if we return to some state of normality. Both first maps ended with 9 having an 8-4 lead at the half. This time it is not the same. Eyeballers take the charge 7-5 as they go into the pistol round of the CT side, and it's not a great start for Pepsor as he already takes a dink.
Oh, JW, however, will bring things straight back there as 2K. Am I just watching something like in repeat? It feels like he's just doing the same thing over and over again. There's no way he's getting away with this. Can he get the ace? Can he get the... Nah, okay. Wow, it's kind of toxic. It's kind of toxic. I genuinely thought that there was like a glitch on the feed and that we were just watching the same thing over and over again, because how does JW get away with that?
Oh, I mean, fair play to him. He hits some lovely shots. And, yeah, I was, like, the feed, I think there was I think Kai was just in spawn or something was happening. But JW still an amazing round, especially after Pepsor gets that instant gush. You're a little bit scared and they could accelerate towards that B bomb site, but that was not the case. And Eyeball is a very big pistol round pickup, especially considering that there was no bomb down. It's going to be a low purchase. They should have the information that's towards that A bomb site because JW's forced them out. But Pepsor gets caught off lacking very close. The MP9 up close and personal as well does do a lot of damage, does do a lot of work. And even though 2 players have fell, I think this should be an easy round picked up. And yeah, the third A1S can also be salvaged. So it should be... Oh, never mind. HEAP couldn't find it. So it is still 3 rifles going into the next round. And Eyeballers, they take a very defying 9-5 lead as we head into the first gun round.
It looks like we do just have a little bit of a tech issue there, so we're just going to get that sorted out, and then we'll head into it straight away. But yeah, I mean, this first half was absolutely chaotic. It was a lot of fun to watch, but now we talk about stabilization, and that's going to be something really important for both of these 2 teams, because bearing in mind, we are still 1-1 at the moment in map score. So whoever wins this one will go up in the series, and we did kind of lay down those stakes. It's really important for both of these 2 teams. For 9, they're a team that's rebuilding, and it would be a huge boon for themselves to know that they can still win games despite the fact that they are going through a little bit of an upheaval. But on the flip side, for Eyeballers, they've had a bit of a rough go of things recently, and it's really important for them to start to find their own stabilization as a team. This is a team that's been together for such a long time, but have really struggled to find the results that they want. So to lose in this series against a team that is playing with 2 subs, that's really going to hit their mental. This is a really, really important one for both teams.
Yeah, completely agree. And when you look at a team like Eyeballers, as I said at the very beginning, you have HEAP and Pepsor, who in my eyes are probably the best Swedish riflers. If not, HEAP's one of the better riflers in Europe, and I'd be expecting them to play at a higher standard. This game has been a little bit here and there. Pepsor has played incredibly though, even on map 2 when they lost. He was still the standout player for his squad, so he's definitely going to be my MVP of the series if they do win this one out. And yeah, I think for 9, they had it's nice that they even got a map as well, and there's still a potentiality they win this series because it, you know, current score 9-5. If they do actually win this gun round, then it makes it a lot more contendable. But after losing the half the first time this series and pistol round and like Eco only getting 2 kills, it's not great for 9. I think some rough rounds as well. Losing is going to not be great for their mental. That 1v2 at the end, where, well, I guess 2v1 for them, where they lost that. That's never going to be great, and it's just piling on more and more and more. And I feel like we are going to see Eyeballers take away with this half and take away this victory, and it could come out quite quickly as well.
Yeah, and bearing in mind, you know, the group that they're in is not exactly the easiest group in the world. There's some really strong contenders that they're still going to have to come up against in the future, for both teams, in fact. So, you know, if they're struggling this much now, it is a big concern for the rest of the season. So hopefully we can start to see themselves kind of pull themselves towards themselves a little bit. Apologies that this is taking a little bit longer. I believe we saw one of the players disconnect. So they should be trying to sort that out, and hopefully we'll be getting back in as soon as possible. But there is a lot of concern here for both of these 2 teams. As you said, right? Oh, here we go. Jumping straight back in. We're looking to see if 9 can win this round, if they can bring themselves back into it. Looks like Eyeballers ignore the HUD. All 5 players alive and well, as you can see on the mini-map.
coach, so we don't have to be too worried about that one. Ooh, JW, wait, did he get spotted? I'm not sure if Narrow saw him, but that nade is going to expose him, not completely, and both JW has been gifted a grace from God, and in the meantime, Pepsel with an amazing spam onto Narrow's other attacker towards middle. JW gets all the sound cues, and also, in the meantime, you have Sapek getting a kill from the B-bomb site, so you have a really clean round coming from Eyeballers. Just 9 not even being able to begin anything. Like, they literally couldn't get anything going whatsoever. They just got chopped down one by one, and Tamiko will at least get revenge for one of his fallen comrades. Bomb has been found. It's over by stairs. There's no way that he picks this up and retrieves and succeeds in this round, but he could get some damage, and that's kind of the aim here for him. And he will at least succeed on HEAP. Good spam onto JW. Hold on a second. Oh, if he hit that headshot on Shine, I would have lost my mind. It would have been a 1 versus 1, but we don't have to think about that because the reality is Eyeballers take double digits.
This was actually really reminiscent of how 9 were playing the CT side on Overpass, taking a lot of that early map control, pushing out relatively aggressively, and forcing Eyeballers into uncomfortable positions, forcing them to make decisions that they wouldn't necessarily want to make, forcing them to have to commit to a side that maybe that's not where they wanted to be. So for Eyeballers to be doing the same thing, it's really cool. It kind of feels like we've come full circle here, but 9 still did do a little bit of damage to them. Unfortunately for 9, back down onto Tech9's and a Galil to try and make something happen here. Nice little pusher from JW. Spots out 1, but is instantly going to be traded out. I don't know if I necessarily agree with this aggressive push. They didn't know that it was necessarily going to be Tech9's and a Mac-10, but they've given away 2 free kills here, and they're just going to keep pushing this.
Ooh, they're going to be pushing, and that actually could be to their downfall, and it will be. Yes, they've got the bomb in their grasp. Yes, Pepsol has that, but everything else is looking very dire, especially with Tamiko picking up a frag towards the A-bomb site. Pepsol, if he had any more HP, I might have believed, but as he's only got 10, it's just a tickle that Tamiko needs, and he will find that. And 9, well, they change the tides instantly here. Yes, they still have a 4-round deficit, but this is exactly what we want to be seeing.
Giving them a little bit more room to breathe here. This is a lot more dominant than I think I expected from Eyeballers. I mean, we've had 2 maps where they have just been non-existent. What am I holding on to?
Yeah, they did just lose a pretty...
Sure, they did, but it's still a 4-round deficit here. They've got 2 rifles in hand. 9 have been looking a little bit questionable in some of their rounds. I want to have some hopium for Eyeballers, okay?
Yeah.
They've really struggled to find anything in a lot of these maps. They did win that first one, but they've been on a really, like, rough streak overall.
This is when it can get dangerous, though. If they lose this, it's basically going to be 9 to 10. And that's a really nice opening kill. Sapek was just being used and abused by Pillar. I think 2 Molotovs hit him, spam, grenades. There wasn't really much he could get done. JW, I do love this lurk, and he has pushed very aggressively and successfully through middle. But the issue is, just with that Deagle, there's only so much one man can do. And one by one, players are falling like flies. You've only got the 2 A1Ss left. Pepsor, they know about him. He does put a nice smoke down on B main, but they have used that. They push through. Shine has been identified. 9, as I said, they take 7. This should be an eco round. Should be on 8. And then if they win that round, that gun round, it's a 1-round game.
Yeah. I mean, the resurgence here from 9 is more than doable, especially as you say, eco round here for Eyeballers, very little cash to play with. I would be surprised if they spent even a cent into this one. Hold off. Wait to get yourself some guns into the next. But I've been really impressed with 9. I think that a big problem here for Eyeballers is that they really needed to get a few more rounds on that T side if they could have. It was a little bit closer than what they would have wanted, and now 9 starting to look like they could just run away with this half, pushing straight into the mid here. That's going to be JW down, and the mid pivot is taken offline, and now 9 can go wherever the hell they choose. However, the pistol stack is going to start moving in towards mid. They know that there's at least 1 player here. Smoke to come through. Minio thinks he's safe. He is safe, in fact, as he'll just spray down. Got a little bit of backup there. Bomb doesn't even need to be planted. And it's an easy round win for 9.
Yeah, so this is when I'm a bit scared. Nine have kept 4 and 5 players alive. They've got fantastic money. Minio just supplementing his bank account with 1.2k after getting 2 kills with the Mac 10. And if they win this, it's a 1-round game, and Eyeballers, all momentum shall be lost. So, this is a big swing round and a big confidence round for either side. Yes, Eyeballers had a great start second half after a great end to the first half, but they could be throwing it all away right now in this first round. And it's going to be 9 committing early towards his B bomb site with the bomb, and Minio as well is looking to get into connector.
Nice little Molotov there to push off of the angle, sneaking in around. And trades do come through here, but 9 are on site. However, Eyeballers pushing them back with relative ease here. I say that. Eyeballers back down to only 1 player left alive. They put up a good fight for a long time. But now Shine has to be the hero. He has to be the playmaker for his team. No kit on board, and he'll just get mowed down by the Tech. Not the Tech 9s, man, but the Mac 10.
Mac 10. But yeah, this is exactly what I mean, right? That was a pretty poor hold, all in all. You have 1 Molotov that gives up your opening frag. JW does really well at the back of the bomb site because he got baited in, them not thinking that there was going to be 3 players there. But even though you had quick rotations, and at one stage, 3 or 4 players on that B bomb site, it did not matter. 9, they go over something quite fast. They just crunch through connector and B main, and it works out perfectly. They get the utility down, and now up against this lower buy, they could be looking to even up the scores.
That's more than doable for 9. In fact, if they lose this round, it would be pretty damn egregious. And that'll bring them up to the double digits and slowly inching their way towards a series win here. Nice little nade stack there. Shine is in some serious trouble. The Molotov will finish him off, and he won't even have a chance to see an enemy. 9 now have a chance. I mean, there's a lot of util invested into one dude with a pistol, but it could have been a very deep, aggressive push from like maybe 2 or 3 Eyeballers players. So it was the right call to make, and now they know they have that space to use if they want to. Instead, they're just going to install Bambosh as a kind of supportive player here, a little bit deep into the enemy lines, holding them back, looking to potentially catch a rotation, while the rest of the team, and they can free and easy head over towards that B site if they want to. And you can actually see them edging that way. But Bomb's still chilling. Nothing committed just yet.
Yeah, what 9 to be careful here is just not lackadaisically walking into those pistols. The B bomb site, as you mentioned, is completely free. Tomiko, he should have all the information in the world if he does push. And now that's what I mean. Play the trades, you're getting peak 2 in middle, and so far they do well. Bambosh, you were saying aggressive lurk over towards that A bomb site. He catches them off, still maintaining his spot. Now 1 player on A, 1 player on middle. The bomb should be going to B, but it's in a 2 versus 2. Okay, this was a 5 versus 2. It's now a 2 versus 2. They do have the luxury of Pepsaw on only 19 HP, no kit on the board, and now JW all by himself.
I mean, honestly, even if Eyeballers concede this round, which they eventually end up doing, obviously, I call it a win. You know, so much damage done there. Not enough to really put 9 in any sort of a difficult situation whatsoever. And we are late in the game. But again, looking at an isolated system, generally speaking, you'd be quite happy with that one. Unfortunately now, for Eyeballers, they've let so many rounds slip through their fingers. Yes, there's a reinvest. Yes, JW has AWP online. And to be fair, he's been a little hit or miss with it over the course of the series. He's definitely stepped up towards the end of the series, but there were a few moments in the earlier maps where he looked a little bit shaky. However, he's been given another opportunity here. He's going to try to hold down the line in mid. Gets flashed out. Almost forced off position. A crucial shot missed. That would have given them so much, and now he's forced to have to retreat. They have to give up that space in mid. And 9 are just chilling. They're not committing to anything.
Yeah, a big swing and miss. That would have been such a crucial opening kill. He takes the advantage of that Molotov missing on the right side of middle, but unfortunately, he can't take advantage of it for a kill. And that's a lovely opener. Sapek and HEAP, they nade the smoking connector, they deteriorate Bambosh, and now 9, with a minute left on the clock, they will be garnering control towards middle, and it looks like they will be heading over towards the B bomb site. A trade back and forth, 1 in middle, 1 on the B bomb site, and to Miko. He's had such a good game so far, and he is going to continue with his momentum. 23 frags, emulating his teammate perfectly, but unfortunately, he comes crashing down. K in middle gets caught by a very confident swing from Pepsor, and now Minio, the IGL with the bomb on his back in a 1 versus 3, does have space. If he's able to isolate this kill into HEAP, he can get the bomb down. It's going to be very late rotations, doesn't clear his corners properly, but HEAP does not capitalize, and on the second time of asking, he hits the instant headshot. Eyeballers take back their lead.
A little close for comfort there. Would have been fun if somehow that had been a clutch 1 versus 3, bomb down and Bob's your uncle. But no, not to be the case. And as we said in the previous round, 9 with so much money in their back pockets, they're fine. Buy across, buy for one another, still have cash left over for the after party. As Eyeballs claw their way, quite literally up to an 11th round. And their cash is in the danger zone still. There is no comfort here for this team. A round win here would put them comfortably economically, and it would put them on map series point, but 9 would still have money to buy. JW will open it up with a beautiful kill over towards this A site here. Dry swing that gets capitalized on, beautifully reflexed upon. As Sapek spots out another player over in towards water, into canals, and he follows it up with a second. 9 falling apart at the seams here.
Yeah, exact same play. This time there was no smoke to blow open. They spot out Minio in water. HEAP comes over, double swings with Sapek. It is perfect. JW this time does not miss his opening kill, and that is some perfect team play between Pepsor and Shine. Shine gets baited in perfectly, and the aggression from HEAP should have spotted K, and he will be able to at least get that frag, and that is flawless from Eyeballers. I'm not gonna lie, Sam, if I'm 9, go for an A pop. Your pops on 9 have been working out really well on pretty much every single map. If they go for an A pop, I think pretty much off spawn, I think they win the round, and it doesn't look like they might do that because of the ult built up from Naraz. Their mid control and their mid round has not been going very well, as it's been picked apart at the seams.
Well, like we said, they're at least comfortable buying into this. I'm curious to see where JW goes now, because yes, playing the dynamic off, he was on the A site earlier, now he's heading over towards that B site. They've read that it should be a B hit, and they've actually read into it so well, but Navrod will get the opening kill onto Sapek. Sapek getting a little bit too eager. Beaver almost is punished for it, but JW there, like we said, dynamic, available, and able to trade that one out, and then it will be yet another kill coming through here. Only 2 left alive for 9. How's it fallen apart so just fantastically? And they have to bring this back somehow. They have to make a miracle happen, because it's map and series point. And with a 3-player deficit here, bomb all the way over towards A. Minio a little bit lost in no man's land. JW traded out to the AK, drops the AWP to go on a flanking mission into their spawn, and now Minio has to 1v3 clutch. We have seen miracles from this 9 roster before, but look at this, like lions in a savannah, they circle in on their prey. Bomb has been found, and Shine will find the last kill of the round. 13-10 for Eyeballers, the same score we had on our first map, and they will win out this series, possibly closer than we had anticipated, but they'll be laughing all the way to the bank with that one.
Also, first recorded game on HLTV in the last 6 months, and they win it. It was a little bit more difficult, and they did have quite an extended lead that they maybe did throw away, so that...